教练报告，学生 Lukas 先生放弃，因为我们是一个队，但是现在没办法提供一个全队的一个好处。
Stood up and I even told the captain that the best thing I can do for this team is to quit.
I remember saying, no way, bro. It's going to be suffering, there's going to be pain, but you can get through it.
You all stood up and said that, no.
Makes you feel very sad. The best thing that you think you can do for a team is to not be in it. Hi everyone and welcome back to the second Waren video here on this channel. If you missed the first video or if you completely missed Ku's Dreams YouTube channel where he actually invited several foreigners to go through this Waren experience, please make sure to check out all those videos. They're all down in the description below. But if there's one thing I learned through this entire Waren experience is that there's not enough time to give you any further instructions because we are gonna get started right away. Okay, so just as last time, I have not actually checked this video myself, but again, I was actually there when this whole adventure took place. So I have a little idea of what actually is gonna happen throughout this video. Oh no, this was so bad. This was so bad. And again, you know, like, okay, so we just woke up here, and then now I see on the translated version here that they're actually instructing us to stuff everything in, don't fold it. That is not the kind of packing instructions I have been taught in my Chinese classes, and also something that I would not even comprehend like just 1 minute after waking up at like 5:30 a.m. So your whole brain, your whole body, the whole weekend is just like a huge mess, a huge chaos. Even to do like the most simplest thing is just like packing your bag to get this day started. Such a mess. I forgot about this. Oh, Alan. Oh, I love you, man, but those 30 seconds, your love went down a little bit. Alan, I'm just joking. I love you unconditionally, and I'm not gonna say anything because I know I am not gonna come out of this episode any good at all. There's so many things. It's the physical thing, it's the mental thing, with just like sleeping like 1 hour after. You have to remember, this video comes out like, you know, weeks after the first one, but for us it's just like 30 minutes of whatever, 45 minutes of sleep in between. I have just done the longest run of my life. I have puked. I have like almost shit myself on this beach. I skipped breakfast. There was like no food in my system at this point, and then we're just like woken up and straight have to take these orders in Chinese, which are orders we have never heard before, and doing these all kinds of exercises we've also never done before. This is already like how much we're in. 5 minutes into this 30 minutes episode, and you can obviously see that I'm already like struggling. There's only so much you can do, you know, like we're talking 30 years of just non-exercising, and then after just like a few hours of military training, I'm just gone. Which, again, it is a good thing for Taiwanese military that I don't pass the most basic requirements. Honestly, I have to admit, it kind of makes me feel a little bit good that other people are struggling as well, because when you are doing this, there's no way you can pay attention to what everyone else is doing. So I was just assuming that everyone else could just like nail these things every single time, but now it makes me feel a little bit better that I was not the only one having just a terrible time at this morning. This is so intense. Like, this is so intense. You just saw my tactic there, you know, I had no idea what was going on, and then I just heard something with like shui, and then I see people just like turning around. I just follow them, of course, but then I see that they're actually not only going down to the water, they're actually going into the water. Okay, I guess we go into the water then. And I'm like, as I'm jogging down there, I'm like, is this actually what we're supposed to do? And I think although we can all see how incredibly terrible this looks, something else that you actually have to be there to experience to understand is just how extra heavy everything gets when it's fully soaked with water, especially your shoes and just the sand. You know, there is so much sand in my shoe at this point because I'm going in with my shoes and clothes and everything. If we were struggling before when we were just tired but we were dry, just imagine how much more we're struggling when we are fully soaked, and now we're also terribly cold as well. Okay, you're starting to see like the failed logic here, right? So if you are the last one to finish these exercises, you just have to continue doing it, which means that the reason for why you failed or for why you were the last one, we didn't even fail this one. We were just like the last ones compared to the other people in our team. If we are the last ones, by having to do the same exercises as punishment, it's not really gonna make us go any faster on the next one. So it's just like it's a failed logic, and then every single punishment just gets worse and worse because we have been doing punishments of the punishments because we were like the latest ones, like just getting like literally just like pushed down both mentally, physically, and oh my god. You guys have no idea how incredibly tiring this is, you know, and it's like it's all these things. It's like we just woke up, didn't have breakfast, I just puked on this same beach just a couple of hours ago, and then like it's not even flat ground, it's like rocks and everything, and you have like water and sand in your shoes, and you have been running further than you ever ran before, you've been doing more push-ups than you ever done before, and then it just never ends.
我一直强调一件事，就是一个口令一个动作。A 人他很习惯，就是不管站起来也好，蹲下去也好，坐下也好，反正他是东摸西摸，在军中是绝对不能接受的。
I think that is one of the benefits I have over Alan. I don't really move anything at all unless I absolutely have to. I'm very, very good at just being still and doing absolutely nothing. So maybe there is room for me in the military after all.
做之前啊，一样蛙人坐姿，跪卧挺腹。因为穿战斗靴比较硬，基本上他就是跪坐的姿势。
Just sit up. Just sit up. And then it's like the most advanced acrobatic moves you've ever seen in your life. Honestly, I have no idea how the other people managed to pull this off here. I don't even think this is a matter of like, you know, my physical status. I think it just comes down to like physics or like mass, you know. Just the amount of mass on my body just makes it physically impossible for me to bend my knees enough so like my thighs and my legs are squished together so my shoulders can actually touch the sand. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say the word knees in this video, but my knees hurt a lot.
Lukas 不行了，对不对？
教练报告，学生Lukas先生放弃，因为我们是一个队，但是现在没办法提供一个全队的一个好处，不想影响我的队。
I stood up and I even told the captain that the best thing I can do for this team is to quit. You know, I don't belong here and I cannot really bring any value to this team.
其他同学有什么建议啊？
他要走，大家就让他走，对。
不会，你可以的。可是你可以的。可以。If he's dying on the battlefield, you'll carry him out. If he's dying, you'll carry him in.
I had to speak out, but I remember saying, no way, bro. It's going to be suffering, there's going to be pain, but you can get through it.
那走吧，中在那边啦。
You all stood up and said that, no.
Like, I don't really even know why I'm crying, because like I'm not crying because, you know, I'm disappointed in myself, because I knew that I was not going to be able to make it. It's not only about being able to do like, you know, mentally challenging things or physically challenging things. It's all about the team. I don't know, it just makes you feel very sad. The best thing that you think you can do for a team is to not be in it. And then also the other guys too. And like, I don't even know why I'm crying right now. I don't know. It was just very emotional, this whole thing, and I'm just so happy for everyone, especially Halong, who ended up having to be the one to doing twice the work, because he was unlucky enough to be matched up with me throughout these exercises. But just everyone else as well, you know, everyone was like so supportive. And although that I obviously could not bring anything to the team, these specific exercises they did actually see some value in having me on, and they were willing to push themselves even harder and literally dragging or carrying me, as in this case, through this entire experience, having no idea what is awaiting after we're done with this one, just because we are a team, you know. And it really means a lot. And I'm realizing it now as I'm recording this video, that looking back to it, that's what it was all about. 13 minutes left of this video. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I think we're also gonna try to continue with this video as well. Oh my god. This, I don't know what the opposite of a Tinder profile picture is, but it looks like this. Okay, here, now we finally have an exercise where my weight actually adds something to this team. The anchor of the entire team here coming up. Again, you guys have no idea how incredibly painful this is. It's just so much energy just to like stand still and just like try to move just the tiniest bit. It's just so difficult. Ku's just like screaming for his life. Honestly, you guys have to understand, you know, so like everywhere around there will be like cameramen, and there will be like, you know, there even was like assistants running around like behind the cameras. But when we are doing these exercises, especially doing this one, you completely forget that we are here to record a YouTube video. You just like, it's just like you wake up from a dream, and then you have an angry guy just shouting at you. You have your friends in your team next to you, and you have the ocean that has just like one purpose, which is to drag you away. It's just like you have no idea what else is happening, you know? Like your entire life at this point is just like a 2-meter diameter, and like whatever happens outside of that circle just doesn't exist. It's just you, your team, the waves, and you just need to make sure that there are no waves in between you and your team. Oh my god. Wow, I honestly did not expect this video to be so emotional. Even when I was like, when Ku made the interview with us afterwards, like when I was like walking us through what happened, I wasn't that emotional. You just have to be there. I'm sure half of you guys will just like sit there saying like, why are you crying? It wasn't really that beautiful. You just think like, what's the big deal? It is a big deal. And yeah, before I start crying again, I just once again say a huge thank you to Ku for just inviting me to take part of this amazing adventure, and to actually introduce me to these amazing people as well, and to all of you other guys, of course, Alan, Bingsho, Heilong, Shishiwai. You know, I really feel like, as Alan mentioned as well, like we're friends, we're brothers, we're sharing this experience. And you know, if you guys ever need to have a place to sleep in Taipei, in Guting, you guys are welcome anytime, and I guarantee you it will be much better than that rocky beach we slept on together in Ilan. And until then, I just want to thank all of you for watching this video. My name is Lukas, starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one. Whew! Oh my god.